Hi, welcome back to our channel, Two Brothers Opinions. My name is Barry. This is my brother Mark.
Yeah, I think we should start off though with a correction from our last video because we were talking about the movie Caveman,
Yes.
and we said Atuk was uh, Lyle Alzado.
It wasn't
Atuk was actually Ringo Starr,
Ringo Starr. Yep.
and Tunda, or I think it was Tonda, was actually John Matuzak,
Yeah, John.
who also played in the NFL.
Yep.
So we have to correct
There's a
that.
correction. See,
There's a correction.
We do occasionally.
We do our research.
Make a mistake.
Yes, occasionally. But if we do, we go and change it.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. So today, in the past, we've done a video on divorce.
Yep.
And we've done a video on dating after divorce.
Yes, we have.
But we really haven't talked about the impact of divorce on fathers.
No, we haven't.
And their kids.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like men's rights. Well, not even men, but
fathers' rights. Yeah. So yeah, I thought that's what we would do today.
Sounds good to me. I think we have a small smidgen of experience in that.
Yeah, we do. And a little different experiences, but we have experiences in it.
We sure do.
So yeah, I mean, it's funny. You hear guys, and they talk about, well, I get to get my kid, once during the week and every other weekend,
if they're lucky.
Yeah, and people are like, well, that's good. The father's still involved. That's not involved. Not when you were involved with your kid every single day.
Exactly. That's not involved.
No, that's visiting your kid.
Mm-hmm.
And
then half the time you go to visit and something comes up.
Yeah, like that's one of the things I'm dealing with right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is my every other weekend. Well, I have a dancing daughter, and she dances,
which you're not complaining about.
No.
We want to get that clear.
Oh no, it's not about right. It's not about that. It's about the fact that at this time of year, it's like competition season.
Mm-hmm.
So almost every single weekend, she's at a competition dancing.
Yeah.
So my every other weekend turns into like what's I think March is going to be. It's like I get one weekend out of the entire month.
Yeah. Where she's actually here.
Yeah. Well, right. Where she's there. Right. I mean, I'm going to go. Obviously, I'm going to go see her dance. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be there. But these dances are, they dance Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
So they're competing all weekend.
And I think people that have been watching us for a while know that we're not making this stuff up. We lay things out on the line. We tell it like it is.
Yeah. So I know. I was looking because I was, the idea for this whole thing was I was watching a video and looking up some stuff, and I saw that only it's like 4% of men even go and try and fight for custody. And out of that 4%, mm-hmm. only 20% of those actually become the custodial parent.
Right.
So the courts are still biased towards moms have to raise the kids.
Well, I want to stop you here because let's say a female is watching this and they would say, well, why? Well, why are only 4% of the men?
Well,
because I'm going to tell you why. Because when you go to court and your proceedings keep going and you're talking about different things. Now, one of the things was in my divorce with my daughter's mom was I got half of the down payment for the condominium that she lived in. Mm. And, we lived together, but it was in her name.
Right.
Okay. Yep. But I had a house in my name.
Yeah.
The judge said, well, we're going to give you half of the half of the $5,000. So you're going to get $2,500. When do you think, this is true, when do you think is a good time for you to receive the money? And I said, tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it said, no, that's not enough. We will give her 6 months. And I said, Your Honor, I will not see that money in 6 months. Now, here's the point I'm getting at. This is what they said to me. If not, you could come back to court, which costs money, which I didn't have,
And the time.
and the time to do, and to go
Right.
and say, hey, you're not following the court orders. You're in
Mhm.
contempt of court.
Yep.
I got that money a year later.
And when you were, now you told me this, when you were kind of coming back at the judge a little bit, what did the judge say to you?
Well, I forget what it was about, and she said it was a female judge. So right away, I'm wrong for doing anything. They don't even know the story, but I'm wrong. Said, if you don't be quiet, I'll leave you with $150 a week in your check. I'll take the rest. And I said, well, where do I live? Under a bridge? And she said, you're pushing it. And my lawyer grabbed my arm and said, and I wasn't pushing anything.
Right. You were just saying the fact. Like, if you taking all this money, where am I going to live? So not only where are you going to live, and this feeds into what we're talking about, but if you had your daughter, where would you keep her? If you're living in your car, you can't have your daughter living in a car.
No.
So who? So
there's no consideration.
No, none at all. Not for dads.
Especially on the dad. When they still don't know the story, because it doesn't tell the story. They just look at what is in the divorce decree.
Yeah.
What you're fighting.
Yeah, they don't care why anymore.
They don't care
because it's no fault divorce.
It's no fault.
Yeah.
Somebody's at fault.
Well, absolutely.
If not both.
No,
one.
Right. At least one. Yeah, if not both. But yeah. So, but it's funny because having gone through the process too, it's like, well, well, typically what you kind of get is, you get one day during the week where you get your kid after school, take them out, maybe go to dinner or whatever, drop them off back home. Okay. When the marriage was still together, you picked her up after school, and if you did take her out to eat, but then you went home together. So it sounds like, oh, you're going to get a day and every other weekend. Ooh, that's wonderful. I used to get 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And everybody in the court thinks that's wonderful. See, you're getting some visitation.
Yeah. What is this? You're in prison? You get visitation?
Yeah. Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that's when you realize, that's why only like about 4% of fathers even either have the money.
There you go.
To go back and go back and go back and argue, because there's just the bias that, well, moms get the kid.
Yeah.
So there has to be a thought around, well, moms must be better at this because they keep getting the kids.
It depends on the mom.
Except what does it also? Yeah, but we talked about this the other day. What does it say statistically about a single parent dad or a single parent mom? Which kids tend to come out better?
The one where the father's in.
Where the father is the single parent.
Yep.
Those kids do better.
Absolutely. Because dad can sit there and go, no. And moms go, well, let's see what we could do.
Yeah.
And we're in a society right now where let's see what we can do isn't working with our children.
No. And we're not saying dads have to be mean.
No, but that's not what I'm saying.
Because what I always said when I was a parent before, and now I'm a parent with my daughter now, is like, if I say yes, it means yes. But if I say no, it means no. There are clear boundaries.
And that's what's needed.
And I don't see clear boundaries with a lot of women. It's like, well, I don't know. We'll see. Because they want, they don't want the kid mad at them.
Right.
If my kid's mad at me, I don't really care, because I know that my kid knows that's my father. That's who loves me. That's who's going to keep me safe. And I'm setting boundaries. My kid could go, I hate you. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah. Because we know that she doesn't.
Right. But if a kid says to the mom, I hate you, the mom breaks down in tears. Oh my God, my kid doesn't like me. Your kid's not supposed to like you.
No.
You're the parent. They're supposed to respect you.
And that's what we did. We respected our parents.
We absolutely did. Now your situation was a lot different than what I'm dealing with.
Oh, yeah.
Because, and you probably want to talk about it a little bit, because you just showed me a picture of your kid.
And you didn't even know I had that.
I didn't know you had the picture. But she's what, 30 now?
She's 30, and my granddaughter at that time was I don't know, less than a year probably. So here it is 2 years later,
Right.
and I've never seen my granddaughter ever. I didn't know my daughter got engaged. I didn't know my daughter got married. I wasn't invited. I had no options. When my daughter was younger, and I don't mean young like 8, 9, 10, but a little bit older than that, probably in their mid teens,
Yeah.
we did have some contact. And she said to me, "You didn't fight for me." And I said, you still don't know who your mother is.
Mm.
There was no fighting, because even when I had the visitation, the every other Christmas, I would call and say, "Hey, I'm coming up to get my daughter." Well, we're in another not state, we're in another city in Connecticut, and it wasn't like down the street.
Right.
And I was like, "Don't you realize this is my holiday? You had to drive by my city to get to the other city. Well, if you want her, come get her."
Yeah.
I'm not driving. And now someone's going to say,
You should have
"You
anyways.
should have anyway," but you're not in my shoes.
Right.
And you don't know the whole past.
Right.
And I wasn't driving all the way
Yeah.
down to go get her, because I know what was going to happen. I'd bring her here, not here, but I'd bring
Right.
her home. And 5 minutes later, what are we doing? Where are we going? Because
Yep.
she was brainwashed into, when it was weekend time, it was time to go to the movies, time to go to the mall, time to go spend money. Well, when you're a single parent now
Right.
and you're divorced, now you're doing everything on your own. So what is your priority? Make sure you have housing
Housing and food.
and
Right.
food.
Right.
And if your daughter or son does come to your house, yeah, you have a place to sleep.
Yep.
They have food. That was my priority.
Yeah. But you weren't you couldn't be Disney dad, like,
No.
oh, we're gonna go have fun.
Right, because
Because you didn't
let's see.
immediately hook up with some woman.
No, and that's part of the problem. I was paying child support. She had a good job, and her live-in boyfriend had a good job,
Yeah.
making very good money. So now you have 3 incomes. Well, actually 4, because she was married before and had
Right.
child support for another child.
Yeah.
And here I'm trying to do everything: keep a car running on the road, working 2 jobs,
Yeah. But
and
see,
trying to
right,
be in my daughter's life.
right. So
Those are struggles that everybody deals with.
yeah, but
And
that's right. But right, and that's but right. The point is though, it's like there was no effort from your ex to make sure your daughter had a relationship with you
absolutely not.
in any sense
She
at
did
all.
that to her first
In
husband.
any sense at all.
She did that to her first husband. And here's the crazy thing is, when I was married, and even when my daughter wasn't born yet, it was just her son, who I treated fairly.
Hmm.
I didn't treat him like an outsider. He was my responsibility too. But the father didn't live too far from us. And when he first came to the house, I sat him down and said, "Look, you're that person's," I'm not going to say names, "you're his dad. I am not. It is your responsibility, not mine." Even though
Yeah. In the course of an everyday thing,
correct.
obviously
Correct.
you're not going to make
I
the
said,
kid
"You are
feel
welcome in this
right.
house anytime.
Right.
Just call." He
Hmm.
could have came 7 days a week.
Yeah.
To pick Chris up, or
Well, yeah,
they
but
don't know who.
they don't know who
Yeah.
Chris is, right?
Yeah, to pick him up or
Right.
visit. All you had to do was call.
Yeah.
And that's the fair thing to do.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that back.
Yeah. Now I can say in the whole schedule of visitation and holidays and all that stuff, those are pretty fair. What I ended up with.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, we just had. I mean, at Christmas, I had her for almost a week.
Yeah.
I mean, that was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
I get to hang out with my daughter for a week, so I'm not complaining about that part.
No.
I'm complaining about the part that, like right now, we're sitting here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Saturday, and I don't get to see my kid
No.
every single day. And and I've told you, like, the day we had her and I, because my wife had to get knocked out in order to deliver. So who was the first person that my daughter was with, it was me.
Mhm.
Her and I bonded in those moments,
Sure.
and her and I are like this.
Yep. I could attest to that.
So yeah, so when the whole divorce thing came in, and then I hear from my ex, it's like, well, you probably need to go find a place to live. Maybe you and your brother could go live together. I'm like, okay, so I guess I'm leaving. So I leave the family that I had. I leave the house that I
Mhm.
through my decisions, going from a condo, well, an apartment, to a condo, to a bigger house, to another house, and making money every single time.
Sure.
I have to walk away from the house that I
Yeah.
I really built, in a sense,
Yep. It's not fair to you.
and I don't get to see my kid.
It's not fair to you. It's not fair to me.
Nope, and it's
This
not fair to
whole
a,
this
a
lucky we get
thousands of-
along.
Oh yeah, I know.
What if we weren't
Yeah,
as compatible as we are?
I
Because
know.
I mean, we both know what each other's thinking, what we're gonna say,
I know.
and we're 6 years apart.
Yeah, I know. But
I mean, I'm
you're
sure
right.
there's times I get on your nerves or you get on my nerves, but it's not
Not
worth.
never,
No.
never, like on a scale of one.
No,
On the
I
scale
mean,
of 1 to 10, it's like
we
a
won.
2.
1 or 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
It's nothing
Yeah,
like get out, freak out of here. I hate you. No, it's not like that. I mean, like today, you text me. I'm bringing. What did you say?
I said I'm bringing storm survival kit.
Yeah, and I guessed right away.
Yeah, you're like, what food?
Yeah, he brought home an Abitz. A lot of people don't even know what Abitz is.
And the way you order it. You
Yeah.
order a large Abitz with mozzarella.
Yeah, Abitz. It's
Yeah,
pizza.
and the place that we go to, they know what a large Abitz with mozzarella is.
Yeah, that's. You ever see the picture? I mean, the stores or whatever, the pizza places that say a pizza. It's not a pizza.
Right,
It's Abitz.
It's Abitz. So,
You know,
so yeah, I mean, right. So we get along. We
yeah.
kind of get into each other's flow and rhythm and stuff, and it works.
And I work, so
Like, right, yeah. But it's like, it would be cool if your daughter and your granddaughter would come here on a weekend,
Oh,
and
it'd
we
be
could
great.
see them.
And not that I didn't make attempts,
Oh, I know you
because
did.
I lived out of the country, and I lived in Vegas, and I lived in Arizona. Not that I did not make attempt to be back in her life.
Yeah. No, you did.
They wouldn't accept me.
But right, and that's the problem. Because she was brainwashed to the point of saying, "I don't want to have a relationship with you."
Yeah.
At that point, you
I
hear
had no
it.
choice.
You hear it. You're like, okay,
It's either that or cry, kick, and scream, and it's still the same way.
yeah. I mean, in my situation, okay,
Yeah.
my daughter's almost 16. Her friends now become really important, which is normal.
Which is normal for a teenager.
But there's weekends where I'm supposed to have her. She's like, "Can I go home early because I have a birthday party to go to?"
And what do? You can't say
No.
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 You're here to see me.
Right? No, I don't, because
Don't
I'm not
work
gonna.
like
I'm
that.
not gonna be that parent. So it's like, of course I'll bring you home early, but then I get to sacrifice because the other parent doesn't get to sacrifice because she gets to see the kid
Every day.
every day.
Yeah.
And then gets the break when my daughter's with me for a weekend, so she gets her break. And then you think, okay, so it's not like it's not like a handful of fathers are dealing with this stuff. There's probably hundreds of thousands of fathers
Oh yeah.
who are dealing with the same thing, and I think we're better at parenting. As much as women are going to go, no, you're not. We're better at parenting because we're consistent.
I would
Now,
say certain things absolutely.
yeah. Now we don't, and this is about us, but
Mhm.
probably a lot of other people. We don't drink. We
Nope.
don't do drugs.
Nope.
We don't beat our
We don't
wives.
smoke cigarettes.
We don't smoke cigarettes.
No.
We don't
Maybe I
party.
should have kicked their ass a couple times.
We don't party.
Nope.
We don't. I've never sworn at any of my wives. I've never sworn at any of them.
I'll take the fifth on that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's like, have I gotten stuff? Yeah. One time I had an ex who threw one of the big bag of M&Ms, the big bags.
Yeah.
She threw one at me. I was sitting down and I got hit right with it.
Oh,
It exploded all over the place. Guess what I did?
sound yummy. Sit there and
I
ate 'em.
sat there and started eating them.
Yeah.
It pissed her off more.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't get up
Yeah,
and
we're
go.
not like that.
I know. I'm not going to start any
Dad
kind of
never
crap.
raised his voice at mom.
No.
No. I
But-
mean, he'd swear once in a while, but it was
Yeah, it was more
like,
like,
damn it.
yeah.
But it
Right.
wasn't at that. It wasn't
No.
at mom. It was about a situation that was
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah. Well, he never yelled at her.
No.
They never yelled at each other.
No.
So, yeah, I just thought, like,
No, we just ignore him.
yeah. But I just saw that, when I saw the thing online, and I'm like, only 4% of dads fight, but and 20% of those are actually like are successful in getting primary custody. Now, you have joint custody. Wait, I have joint custody. I get sometimes
Yeah.
I get a one and well, I don't get a full day. I get like 3 hours on a Tuesday, and I might get another couple of hours on a Friday on the weeks when I don't have the weekend.
Mhm.
So I'm getting like 5 hours a week. How the hell is that joint?
Yeah.
That's not joint custody.
Nope.
Now other people go, wow, the other parent doesn't get to see him either because the kid's in school. Sure, but when the kid comes home from school,
Sure. They're in the
who
house.
who would who was the person sitting down doing homework with them? I was.
Yeah. In your situation, yeah.
Yeah, it
I
was
mean,
me.
there are dads
Who?
that are lazy
Yep.
and don't do that,
Yep.
don't do the things you do.
No.
But still, I mean, we're talking about from your experience and from my
Right.
experience.
Yeah. I think we both got ripped off differently.
Yeah,
You got ripped
differently.
off totally. Like you're not even in her life, and
Nope.
and that sucks because when she was little and you guys were together, you and her mom, every party, every Christmas, like there was all family.
All family.
It was all
yeah.
family, and so she lost all her aunts and uncles,
She don't even know my well, she
her
kind of,
cousins.
yeah, her cousins, tons of cousins.
She doesn't know my daughter
No,
at all.
no, at all. And she's going to be 16.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
when our mom passes, I doubt very much we'll see her at any sort of
Nope.
get together.
Mm-mm.
That was her grandmother.
She don't even know.
Yeah, she
She
probably
won't
wouldn't.
know.
Well, who knows if our sister might get a hold of her if she knows how to, but it's still, I don't think she'll show up.
Yeah.
And that would be her grandmother.
Yeah, her only grandparent left.
Yep.
Only.
Yep.
On her mom's side, they're both gone.
Yeah.
And been gone for a
Yep.
while.
Yep. So yeah, it kind of bugged me. Well, it pissed me off when I saw those statistics. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
do you have an idea for Sunday? He's like, no. I said, listen, I just
Yeah,
read
I
something.
was like, yeah, sure.
I'm like, just pissed me off. We got to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's like, and this is me pissed off.
Pretty
I
much.
don't yell and scream, but yeah, I was just really angry at all the fathers that get ripped off. The fathers who want to be fathers,
Yeah.
who the day their kid was born held a kid and said, "This is my daughter" or "This is my son," and I'm going to be there for them.
Yeah.
And then you don't get a chance.
My daughter does not remember and does not know. She was so small. I used to get up at 3 in the morning. I drive 35 miles to get to work. I get in my truck. I drive to New York City or upstate New York. It depends on where I was
yeah.
going. So I used to do Queens twice a week, upstate New York, upstate Jersey, and then one day in Connecticut. And sometimes in the busy season, I remember one time it was 7 o'clock at night. I was on the Whitestone Bridge heading back to Connecticut.
Yeah.
I used to get your daughter's hungry. Your daughter needs to be changed. Your daughter this. I used to get up and rock her, burp her, change her diaper, feed her, put her back in the crib. I did all that. She doesn't even know that.
Nope.
She thinks her mom did all that because she was a baby.
Sure.
I did it.
Yeah.
So she had no idea how close she was to me.
Yeah. I know
because
she does. Yeah.
When they're baby like that, they're taking in their brain is like a sponge. They're absorbing so much. I used to hold her up on the window and the snow would be coming down and she'd be looking. And I had to put her back to bed and go back to bed and get up at 3 in the morning.
Yep. And go, and drive all over the place.
Drive all over the place. I remember there was times I was on, what is that, 287?
Yeah.
North and South. 287 was north, south, east, west.
Yeah.
North, south, and Jersey. And then I used to take 80 towards Pennsylvania. That's how much traveling I used to do.
Yeah.
I remember pulling over on the side of the road and make believe I was checking the truck to see if there was something wrong. I was doing that because I was falling asleep.
Yeah.
I mean, I kept a logbook. I was within
No,
hours,
I know what you're talking about.
You know?
I know. No, you're talking about the fact that even when you did get to go home, you didn't have a wife that would be like, "Hey, honey, you've been out driving all day. Go get some sleep. I got the kid."
No, I mean, there was food on the table. The kids were dressed. I mean, clean, bathed, and everything.
but we're not talking. We're talking about like, where was the effort from a mother to make sure that the father was in the kid's life and that the kid knew it?
None.
None. No.
You know, she used to invite me over once in a while, like if I would uh, pick Savannah up for whatever, and she'd say, "Do you want to come in?" And at that time, she was the guy she left me for was not in the picture.
Hmm.
Um, and I was like, "Yeah, okay," you know. And I spent a little bit more time with my daughter, and she would put food out. You want to eat? You're hungry? Okay. And then she would start trying to get into my life. Like, what are you doing? What's going? And then I was like, no, I can't do this no more. So I would drop her off and leave because it's none of your business. If you wanted
Right.
to know what was part of my life, you should have stayed in my life,
Yeah.
or you should have talked to me. I didn't even know anything was going on.
Right.
I was
yeah.
working.
Well, that's the other thing that, you know, it's not about the topic of fathers and their sons or daughters right now, but that's the other thing that women have a whole plan going on and surprise you with something that you didn't even
Oh
know.
yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah, me too.
I won't even say how surprised I was.
Me too. Yeah. So yeah, to all the fathers out there who are fighting for their kids and see their kids and are allowed to see their kids, good for you guys.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
because your kids need you in their life. But to the moms who get in the way of that, shame on you. I just think that's
It's not right.
that's horrible.
Yep.
I don't know. It just bugs the hell out of me that because we grew up with parents who, until our dad died, they were together.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They were married 54 years.
Yeah, 54 years.
Right. So that's what we knew.
Hey,
now,
our aunt and uncle, they're pushing 63 years.
Yeah. Yeah. They're in their 80s and yeah, they got married in their 20s. Yes. So I didn't grow. We didn't grow up with divorces around us.
No.
But it appears that females who have divorces around them, and this relationship and that relationship, and a kid with this guy and a divorce from that guy, it's normal for them. It's not normal for us.
Yeah, normal. And then when you go through it and the years go by, and you're sitting at home and you're thinking, and I'm going, wait, we weren't as broke as we thought we were, or I thought I was. And then you start to say, what do they do? Have a secret account? Were they stashing money? And in my case, I say yes.
Yeah. Based on
me figuring out. I mean, I had a multifamily house that I used to collect rent from. That paid the mortgage for that house and the condo.
Yeah.
So where was all the money that I was making and she was making going? Where was it going?
But see,
my car was paid for.
We trusted.
Yeah.
Because in my life, I've always gotten my paycheck and deposited in the same.
Give me $20
joint account. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, if I need like $20 for the week.
Yep.
I stopped going to like pick up a coffee in the morning. I started making them at home because I don't have
money.
I'm not going to blow like $10 a week or $15 a week on coffee when I can make it at home.
Yeah.
So sacrifice.
I
know, it's like sacrifice. Yeah. And what happens in the end? They walk up to you one day and they're like, "Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore," and you get to visit your kid. So I didn't have a kid to visit that kid.
No.
Then that's my story.
Because I wonder if I was in my daughter's life, would she be married to this guy that she's married to? I'm not saying he treats her bad. I don't know.
Because we don't know, right?
We don't know, but
right.
I mean,
who knows?
Yeah. What would my input be on her?
Well, I told you the story that for Valentine's Day, I took my daughter to the mall, and I said, listen, you're too old for candy. I'm going to get you an outfit. So she wanted this outfit that she had picked out. So we went to the mall and I got her the outfit.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking to this woman, and this woman's like, "Oh, you're out with your dad and it's Valentine's Day, and isn't that really nice?" And she says, hopefully, she goes something about, when you start dating, hopefully that you'll pick someone like your dad. And I said, because if she doesn't, he won't be around. And both this woman and my daughter both looked at me. I'm like, yeah, because if he's not nice, he ain't gonna be around.
No. Everybody wants the best for their daughter.
or son, but yeah,
Son,
same
but
thing. I
we're
mean,
talking we both
right?
have
We both
daughters.
have daughters, right? Yeah.
No.
But anyways, yeah. So that's why I was like, we gotta do a thing because we did divorce, we did dating after divorce, and which is another bizarre thing. All these people, all these women that are out there like, oh, I'm motivated to meet people, and I wanna find someone
Yep.
that I can spend my life with.
They
So
don't.
then you go out there and you go, hey, listen, I'm looking for the same thing, and then they disappear. They just stop.
They're just words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like everything else they're just words.
I'm lucky. I'm lucky who I have.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, we were sitting in her truck, getting ready to go to get in our buses and do our pre-trip
Yep.
and all that. And she says to me, "Hey, Saturday I'm going up to go see a comedian." She goes, "Me and my son. My son wants to go." And I was like, "Okay, have fun."
Yeah.
A lot of guys would be like, "Well, why can't I go?"
Or
And
hey, it's my weekend. Like,
yeah. And I'm like, "Go have fun."
yeah.
I got a trophy for our
Yes, you did.
for our anniversary. I
Yes,
got
you
a
did.
trophy says the best boyfriend ever.
Yeah, that was really cool of her.
Yeah.
But see, and that's little things like that is what guys need. We just need
Yeah.
some little things that say, hey, you know what? You're special. You're important to me.
Yeah.
That's it. We don't need
It's
a
not
lot.
about the cost.
No, we don't need a lot.
No. I bought her a Pandora charm. It's a little silver heart. She loves silver.
Yeah.
And it was cheap. And I don't mean cheap.
No,
you know,
I understand. Yeah.
Pandora's expensive, but this was cheap.
Right. Yeah.
It was like the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't, I knew as soon as I saw it. And the lady behind the counter, she said, "Oh, that's beautiful." One of the other ladies, "Oh, did you show him the other heart?" And so they go get it out of a locked case. It's 24 karat white gold with diamonds in it. And it's like $250 or something. I'm like, no, I'm sticking with this because that there will get the same amount of joy as that other one, the cheaper
Yeah,
one.
but it won't give that woman the same amount of commission.
Exactly. I said no because of Valentine's Day, our anniversary, and her birthday is all within a week.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So February, the money goes choo choo choo. But that's okay. I'm not complaining because
I know, right.
it works for us.
But if someone like that you were married to and you had a family and a kid together and everything else and nothing changed, you'd be the happiest guy in the world.
Yeah.
But it starts out with wonderful, and then something happens along the way, and they decide this isn't working for me.
Yeah.
So they either
next.
Right. They're like like at a counter going, who am I serving this time? You know?
Ticket 25.
Yeah.
I'll get the pound of bologna.
Some of them are full of bologna.
That's why I said bologna. See, you played off on it. You know?
But yeah, so anyways, that was the impetus for this. Is like guys are getting screwed, and yet when it comes down to it, a single parent home with the head as the father, the kids the outcome is better.
Yeah. Speaking of proctologists,
yeah.
Speaking of getting
where did that come from?
Speaking of getting screwed, I have a new proctologist.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's Jamaican.
Oh.
I call him Pokemon. Hey, man.
Well, I told you about the paraplegic strip club. It was crawling with
hot women.
Anyways,
we always have to make light.
Yeah, because if you don't, you'll just be a miserable little bastard.
Yeah, and who wants to be that?
No, I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah, we have a big storm coming now.
Oh yeah.
Sunday and Monday we're going to be hit with anywhere from 5 inches to 24 inches.
Yeah, and blizzard-like conditions. So that's again that it was clearing up.
Yep.
And I'm visualizing me riding my Harley.
Yeah.
And now it's the vision's going away.
Yeah, if you had a snowmobile, you might.
I'm gonna buy a sled.
That.
I'm gonna buy a sled team and name all my dogs Harley. So I can ride my Harley.
Yeah, and this coming Wednesday, we're going to do another headline.
Oh yeah,
We're going to do another headline because there's a lot of good headlines coming up.
Oh yeah.
So we'll be
We
doing
want to
that.
give nothing away.
We'll be doing that hopefully Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, it'll probably be released on Wednesday.
Probably released on Wednesday because I think I have to go out Wednesday night. So
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
probably do it Tuesday and release it on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that becomes a staple. We'll see.
We're trying.
We'll see if people like it.
We're trying to get more interest, and lighten up on certain things, make it a little more humorous.
Oh yeah. I mean, this one was just bugging the crap out of me. I'm like,
so that's what we do.
You know, and for the last thing I was telling you the other day, my daughter in 3 weeks has a dance competition up by Boston. Now we're in Connecticut, so and I'm like, talking with her mom, and I'm like, what's going on? What town are we going to? So me being, I guess the asshole, I guess maybe, I don't know.
The proactive asshole
is like, because she's like, well, I don't know. It's like I might have to charge. I'm like, I said, do you have a problem with us all being in the same room? And she goes, well, no. I said, fine, then I'll get the hotel room. So I got it for Friday, Saturday, and we leave Sunday.
You're gonna sleep in the same room?
Room, yeah, not the same bed. I already said no hanky-panky going on.
No. Your daughter's
my
there.
daughter's gonna be there.
Yeah.
So they'll be one bed. I'll be the other.
They'll be in the.
But I'm paying for the whole thing.
Yeah. Well,
and why am I doing it? So I can see my kid dance.
Daughter.
So I can because I'm not going to drive back and forth to Boston every day.
No.
So I would have stayed up there anyways. If I'm going to watch her for 3 days dance, I'm going to stay there. Well, why are we both? Because this is the logical thing. Why are we both going to pay for a room?
Save money.
Save money. Like you don't have. I'll get the room.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, thanks.
And I don't know if people know that, but she's on the USA tap team again.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll be going to Prague in October,
representing our country. It's huge. I never even knew about this till you started telling me.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't either.
Countries from all over the world go.
Oh, there was like 22 countries last time.
And U.S. has what, 3 teams?
Yeah, there's a team from
the East, West, and center.
Yeah, there's a team
Central.
from California, the Los Angeles area. There's a team. This is the New York area. Her team. There's a team from the Boston area, and sometimes they send a team from Arizona, which is only usually a couple of kids, and they kind of hang around with the Los Angeles group. But there's like over 200 kids that all represent the United
London,
States.
England.
Oh yeah,
Italy,
Japan. I mean, we're talking like Australia. I mean,
they give out medals.
Yeah, just like the Olympics.
Yeah,
and it's a whole week of tap dance, and so I'll be going. Yeah. I'll be going in October.
Cool.
Next October for a week.
Good. Maybe my girlfriend come over to sleep.
Yeah.
No, that'll never happen.
But but that's where again, and I'm paying child support, and I'm still putting out money,
and you pay
so that I pay 3 times. I pay 3 times what I'm supposed to be paying to make sure that she's okay because it pays for dance. So
because children are
because my daughter's important.
Yeah,
and she's going to have the experiences that I never had.
Yeah.
I mean, she's been to Milan, she's been to Venice, she's been to Germany, she's been to Prague, she's been to Switzerland. She's been all over the place.
Yeah. When we were kids growing up,
we went to the lake.
Very first vacation, they brought us
on their 25th wedding anniversary.
Yeah, brought us to Florida.
To Disney World.
Disney World was open 1 year. It was 1 year open.
Yep, and all it was the Magic Kingdom. You had Main Street, the castle. That was about it.
Frontierland. They had a little bit. Future World. They had a couple rides.
And then there was the Polynesian and the Contemporary hotels, and that was it.
That was it. We stayed in one of the wings of the Contemporary.
Yeah.
We didn't even stay in the A.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. And I'll never forget. This is how long ago this was. The room for 10 days, because we were there for 10 days. The room was $33 a night. You can't go into the park for less than $200 a person.
No, they're hurting for people. So what do? Raise the prices.
Yeah,
that's a great thing to do.
But that's the sacrifice that our parents gave, and we did the same for our families. And yet, you sacrifice, and what do you get? You get a hot poker up the keister,
or Mr. Pokemon,
and told you to get out.
Mr. Pokemon.
Anyways, so no people can doubt some of the stuff we say, but you'll never doubt our commitment to taking care of our kids when we're allowed to.
Yeah.
You can't doubt that at all.
Nope.
So piss off if you think we're
No, we're very open with
Yeah.
what we say. Very open.
Yeah. All right.
Alrighty, folks. That wraps it up.
It does.
And we appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We need some more subscribers. It doesn't
Yeah.
cost you a penny. We're not making any money.
Nope.
We just do this because we love what we do.
Yeah, and if there's any fathers who have a story or feel like some of the stuff we said applies to them, put it in the comments.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear from some dads
Absolutely. Who's got screwed over.
who's in the We Got Screwed Over club.
Maybe they know my doctor.
Dr. Vinny Boom Bots?
I got a couple of doctors. I don't want to say.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
That Czechoslovakian
Oh,
doctor.
yeah. He did my vasectomy.
Yeah.
Dr. Kachikakov.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a great guy.
He
did a good
amazing. Job. Like everybody, he had good ratings.
Yeah.
Got
him out of the yellow pages.
You could read a little snippet on his on his webpage.
A snippet. He had those electric scissors.
Yes, snippets.
Yep. If anybody's that old that knows what we're talking about. Anyhow.
Yeah, all right. Well, if you have a voice, I want to hear about it.
Yeah.
I want to hear your story.
Yeah.
Even if it's just, hey, I got screwed too. That's fine. I just want to know.
Yep. All righty, folks. Thank you so much.
All right.
We appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.